I got another video for all this Love Island UK season 1 episode 30. This doesn't have shit to do with Love Island. This is just the last well, I clicked on it and the guy said that this is the last review, so this is the last time that I'll be talking. Oh, my PlayStation batteries are low. I'm gonna hook that up. But yeah, no, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So this is the last review. Sadly I wish to end it off, to cap off, I wish I had like a phenomenal story for you guys. But I really don't. I mean, I'll just tell you about my life lately and hope that this makes the 3 minute mark so that this isn't considered as a short. But pretty much nothing too crazy has been happening. Thanksgiving's coming up. Of course, Christmas is coming up. Thanksgiving, I'll be with my family. My friends are having Friendsgiving, but I don't know if I'll be attending that. I'm not too sure. Nothing against them though, but I don't know about that. In terms of school, I have to talk to my gotta talk to my advisor. Not specifically tomorrow, but I'm gonna go up there tomorrow because I kind of want to grab the bull by the horns and get this figured out as soon as possible. But I really don't know if I'll be coming back next semester only because of a balance, which, like, crazy part is my balance isn't even that crazy, and I made like a couple payments. Well, that's a lie. I haven't made any payments on my balance, but I'm gonna go in there and lie to them and tell them that I have, so just to plead my case, because it's like, bro, if you guys are expecting, like, let me just put this in perspective for you. So my balance isn't terrible. It's not bad. It's probably like 6 or 7 bands. And I know what you're thinking, like, nigga, 6 or 7 bands, dude, I ain't pocket change. And it's like, yeah, you're right. But I say it's not bad because I've seen other people's balances and how they're even still here. You know what I'm saying? How they're even still existing and how they have a student ID and how they are, in housing or whatever is still confusing to me. Nigga, one nigga in my class is one Indian nigga in my class. I remember he went on his, he went to the website where you see, the expenses and whatnot. I'm talking about that nigga scrolled down his expenses 3 times. That nigga balance was like 35 bands, nigga. And he's like a second year. That nigga balance was like 40 bands, gang. Like, and that's why I said, me compared to like that little 5'6", don't get me wrong, 5'6", nigga, I still want to, if I want to touch that, I don't want to give that to them, but like still, like that's minuscule compared to some of the shit I seen here. But I mean, like I said, I'm just gonna let them know, hey, I can try to get a loan, but if y'all think that y'all are gonna get every single penny and dime before I come back to this bitch, I'm just gonna let you guys know up front it's not gonna happen. So whatever you want to do with that, let me know. Because before I take out a loan and give you half, or before I take out a loan and give you a set amount, and if I'm not able to come back next semester, I'm not giving that shit to you. I'm not even gonna put myself in a deeper hole with somebody else if you guys aren't gonna be willing to work with me. So I don't know, y'all. We'll see what happens. I'm not stressed about it. Nothing really changes. Like, I understand, like, and this isn't a realistic mentality or mindset to have, that nothing can really change the trajectory of your life, but I say that in terms of, like, I'm gonna be straight regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always my mind space. That's always my headspace. That's always my mind frame, my mind state, my mentality. That's always where I'm at, is that, okay, if I'm in school, I'm gonna be fine. If I'm not in school, I'm gonna be fine. If I have a job, I'm gonna be fine. If I don't have a job, I'm gonna be fine. If I have a car, I'm gonna be fine. If I don't have a car, like, regardless of the circumstances, I made it this far with going through all that I've been through. So I can't never really, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say I can't care, because, like, okay, cool, I care, whatever. But I can't stress about it. I can't worry about it. I just know in the end, things are going to play out in my favor somehow, some way. And just like everybody in life has losses, everybody in life is due for a win, and a couple of wins, a lot of wins. So I know, I've been going through a hard time majority of my life, and it's about time that those wins start rolling through, even though we really don't get to decide. We get to influence it, make it a little bit better, but we don't get to, like, fully control that. Like, sometimes shit just happens. And I mean, it is what it is, but And also too, like I don't understand like what the fuck they thought this was, right? Because like, okay, my financial aid gave me like 20 bands. Cool. How the fuck does financial aid give you 20, 25 bands and you still got a $6,000 tide? Like something's wrong there. Something's not adding up. First year here. But even like certain shit, it just doesn't make sense. So we have a mandatory meal plan for the housing. And it's like, how are you going to force people a meal plan on people? Everyone has to have a meal plan if you live in housing. And it's like, that's so stupid. And mind you, like our dorms, our housing has a full kitchen. It's like, how is it mandatory to have these meal plans just because we have housing? Like, you guys know exactly what you're doing. Like I'm one of those people, like I'm not ever gonna say college is a scam, but there's certain things about college and there's certain spots where I'm like, yeah, that is a scam. Like how much these classes cost and how much housing is and meal plans and whatever. The cost of it is a scam, but your education, no. I'll never tell anybody that education and obtaining your degree, I'll never tell anybody that that is a scam, but this shit should not cost this much. This shit should not. I'm not saying it should be free either, but goddamn, like what the fuck is going on? And so I mean that's just that pertaining to school. I'm not too worried about it. I might come give y'all an update. I might not. I really, like I say, y'all, I'm not stressed. I'm not worried. Don't too much give a fuck. Things are gonna always play out in my favor, and I'm gonna be cool. Look at you. What about your bitches, nigga? Yeah, I'm gonna be able to hit them whether I'm in school. They said it. What about making sure your bitches are in line, nigga? Come on, these hoes get out of line all the time, nigga. These bitches ain't never really in line. They gonna fake front and flauge like they are, but nigga, we know the truth, nigga. When you know the truth, nigga, when you a realist, you realize these hoes ain't never gonna be in line, gang. You can't stress about that neither. So I don't be giving a fuck as it is. Should they trifling while a nigga is here, but cool, whatever. I had an interview at the clinic that my mother works at. It was cool. They liked me. They gave me the job. It's a lengthy process, and I have to obtain some certifications. So it's the highest paying job. The only thing I had a problem with is I walked in that bitch with my do-rag, and then the lady was like, "Hey," which I didn't have a problem with this, but I was like, "Girl, boo." She was like, mind you, I was dressed up. The only part that was, I guess you could say, unprofessional, or as she would say, frowned upon, was my do-rag. But I had on a nice button-up, nice dress pants for my interview, good dress shoes, like everything was cool except the do-rag. And she was like, yeah, well, a do-rag is frowned upon in the interview. I was like, bitch, I don't care, I'm black. Like, what do you mean? If I came in here, and she was an older sister, she was cool, I fuck with her. Like, she didn't give me, she was really letting me know, but it's like, bitch, I already know, I just don't care. Welcome to the new generation. This generation. But it's just like I'm black, bro. Like the older black people and like uppity black people. Well, she wasn't uppity, like I said, she was older. Older black people and uppity black people have this thing where they don't understand that regardless of how we come, we're always going to be looked at as the same. You could be walking down the street like Urkel, but the cops aren't going to treat you any different from how they would treat a nigga dressed like he just got out of an NWA music video. Like, they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They whether regardless of what you dress, what you look like, you're always going to be frowned upon. That's why I said I don't care. If I came in here with a 3-piece suit, hell, if I came in here with a tuxedo, I would be frowned upon just because I'm black. And to keep it a whole hundred with you, let's just be real. It's only frowned upon because white people aren't doing it. And let's just keep it a ban. Because think about bonnets. The same is true for bonnets. Remember when white people didn't know what a bonnet was and black people were the only ones wearing them? Yeah, and when we were wearing them, it was ghetto and it was trashy and it wasn't classy and it was hood and it was all this other shit. But as soon as they figured out what it was and they started wearing them, oh, don't worry. You'll see white folk pop out anywhere with that with a bonnet, which is wild to say in nowadays, but cool, whatever. They'll pop out to the grocery store. They'll pop out to their class. They don't give a fuck with a bonnet. So yeah, that wearing a bonnet in public during the day, at any time was frowned upon until they got a hold of it, and then it was no longer frowned upon and it didn't matter. So the same applies here. It's only frowned upon because it's something that's just for us. And it's something that just we do. But I assure you, this week or tomorrow, if white motherfuckers started regularly wearing do-rags, nobody would care. No, it wouldn't be frowned upon. It wouldn't be looked down on. Nobody would care. That's why I say older black people have this thing where they're like, oh, well, this is the reason that white people just don't like us. Indians just don't like us. Mexicans just don't like us. You can be the most uppity black person. You can be the most tokenist black. You can be a coon. It doesn't fucking matter. At the end of the day, you still nigga. As Jay-Z would say, because y'all don't understand, you're still nigga. It don't matter. I've seen the most square, in they lane, introverted, uppity, classy black folks get treated like scoundrels, nigga. That shit don't matter. I don't give a fuck what motherfuckers think. Then also too, it's like, let's talk about work ethic. And also too, let's talk about the rest of my appearance. Like I said, the rest of my appearance is on point. It's just that. So if that alone is throwing you off, then I'm not even meant to be here. Because you're not even paying attention to the rest of, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's one thing if I came in here, you know what I'm saying? If I'm shitty, you feel me? Like if I really put on a fit for real, got in this bitch with my Jordans and you know what I'm saying, all designer clothes and shit. Okay, yeah, you might can say something then, but it's like the rest of the fit, like I said, button up, nice dress pants, nice dress shoes. You ignoring all that because of this. Yeah, now we just being nitpicky. But like I said, also too, let's talk about work ethic. You don't even have an overnight motherfucker for the position that I'm applying for, because all of them they didn't come on time. They're not good workers. They're not aware. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the intangibles of a job. That's the problem with jobs nowadays. And that's the reason why I'm so big on trying to figure out what I need to do in order to create my own business and the ins and outs of business so I can have my own business, because so many motherfuckers in business wonder why their business doesn't succeed, but it's not succeeding because you're worried about all this other bullshit that don't matter. I don't care what you're dressed like for a goddamn interview. Are you a hard worker? Are you going to be here on time? Are you going to be attentive? Will you excel in a fast-paced environment? That's the shit that matters. I'm not worried about how a motherfucker talk or their accent. Are they getting the job done? These jobs be worried about everything but the actual job. And then when shit hits the fan or when they not looking so good, then they wonder why. It's because you worried about all this other shit that don't got nothing to do with nothing. Can the motherfucker get the job done or not? Past jobs that I've had in the past, oh, well, we're a family. No, the fuck we're not. Around here, we're a family. And I'm like the stepbrother. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? I'm like the stepbrother that came into the family that's stepbro because, you know what I'm saying, your dad married my mom fucking last year or some shit like that. Like we're new family members, nigga. Like we're not that I don't have nothing against y'all, but I'm not that comfortable with y'all. Like, let's just clock in, let's clock out. All these jobs, like let's be adults, bruh. It's not as grown as people are. People don't move like adults. They be salty, bitter, miserable as hell, and it's like, bruh, let's just move like adults. Let's come in, let's clock out. I don't have to have a relationship with y'all. I don't have to like y'all. I don't have to smile. I don't have to text y'all. I don't have to call. I don't have to check in. I don't have, like, just work. Just work. This is work. None of us want to be here. None of us want to pay bills and none of us want to pay taxes, but we gotta find a way. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of like what I got going on. Oh, and last thing, bro, it snowed today. I woke up, nigga, the snowflakes was big as fuck, smacking me in the face and shit. I was like, damn, nigga. So yeah, it's snowing. It's time for me to really re-up on my winter attire, and like get that together. But yeah, that's the end of this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Honestly, y'all. And two, like I'm not even stressed. Like if I don't come back, then my plan is by summer, move move out by summer, get my own place by summer, or by the time like the I guess you could say like August, by the time the next school year starts, even though if I don't come back next semester, why would I be here in fucking August next year? But that's like my timeline. Like if I don't come back, land this job, sit at this job until like summer, and just nigga stack, or until August and just stack, and then nigga move out, disappear, fool. Like of course I'll still be making these videos, but these videos are scheduled. So like this is never really on time. The only reason I'm behind is because I went so long without a phone, I went so long without a computer, without, you know what I'm saying, so many intangibles that I needed to make these videos. But these videos are scheduled, so you'll never really be up to date. It'll never be live updates. Like you guys will always be a week, 2 weeks, maybe even a month behind sometimes. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, catch your friends. Like, go forget about.